So, here at Ard Rock 2024, I mean, let's be honest, the best event of the year from a riding point of view and from a festival point of view. And yeah, just going to do a bit of a pit walk for see what fresh kit is on the trade stands here and chat to some of the people, see what behind the scenes information I can get. All right, Adam from, come on, how do we say it? Is it Marin? Is it Marin?
It's actually Marin.
It's Marin County, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
No, seriously, no, come on. Right.
Bikes.
Latest bike out.
Yeah, so new edition of the Alpine Trail. Quite a change from the last one. Markedly, we went from linkage driven single pivot effectively to a horse link. So improved traction, better under braking.
Yeah, because that means you can change the rear axle path. Yeah,
absolutely. And yeah, it is a marked improvement, which is good. Tons of adjustment on the bike now. 3 different headset positions. So with the chainstay and bottom bracket position, you can actually get the head angle from anything from about 64 down to 62.2, 62.3 downhill bike territory. Yeah. A slight change in travel, 170 front, 160 rear, up from 160 front, 150 rear. So yeah, I say you've got 3 headset positions with different cups that come with the bike. We've also got a mullet or 29 link, so you can run mullet or 29 and maintain the geometry. And then we've also got chainstay length and bottom bracket height chips as well. So you can bring the chainstay from about 435 up to about 442. And the BB height, roughly 8mm difference. Right. So the real beauty of it is you can genuinely manipulate the bike to, you know, what you want to. And
how do you change the headset cups? Is that a manual job or is that a knock it in and out with a hammer job?
No. It's relatively straightforward. The frame is obviously chamfered as a cup would normally be, but then it has 2 flats built into the head tube. So the cup can't spin.
Right, so it's keyed in essentially.
Keyed in. Yeah. And the bottom basically uses the reverse of that. Right. So yeah, and you've got 3 different positions. You can manipulate that with the chainstay and the bottom bracket height. We obviously build it as a reasonably burly build. Yeah. But you know.
So coil shock on all of them?
Coil shock at the moment on all of them. But you know, you could, if you wanted to, you could run this bike steeper, shorter, air shock, lighter wheels. You could effectively have a burly trail bike rather than an out-and-out enduro bike. Yeah. We've also got the new bear box down.
Nice. Yeah. So, yeah. Where has the bear gone? Oh, he's still on the head tube, isn't he?
The bear's
still on the head tube. Yeah.
So yeah, as we've come to expect now, but yeah, great addition, alloy frame. Yeah. Yeah, so it's, you know, it's taken the path which was required of steeper seat angle. Yeah. Top tube effectively has got a bit shorter, nicer climbing position. Yeah. You know. So yeah, it's plenty of demos going on. People want to try them out. Sick. You can see on marinbikes.com. Hit us up, come and try one.
Cheers, mate. Pete Drew from Mondraker.
You're right, mate.
You're going to tell us about the newish?
New this year, few months, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah. June 2, isn't it? The film, named after the film, and its ability to absorb its own urine to power the e-bike engine. Is that correct?
Not quite.
Oh, I've been missold.
Although you've been trying, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Dune is back. Obviously, we had the manual bike version before. Yeah. And this is now an e-bike. So mullet wheels.
I mean, Mondraker are big in e-bikes. How many have you got? Like 9 or something?
Quite a few, yeah. But we've got all the motors covered as well. We cover all the bases with Bosch, Shimano. We have Marley as well on like our gravel.
On the gravel, on the dusty.
We have TQ, so yeah. And then we do light. We have, you know, Bosch SX. We have the TQ, which is the lighter system.
Yeah, on the knee.
And then we have the Bosch CX with a big 750 watt battery. So all bases covered really. So it's great.
Nice.
So yeah, carbon frame, mullet wheels, so 650B rear, 29 front, and then 165mm rear travel. Yeah. And then 170 or 180 on the front, depending on the model. 63.5 degree head angle.
Nice.
Effective 77 degree seat angle.
Right.
And then reach measurements. So we start on a small 40, which is 440, easy for me to say. 460 for a medium, 480 for
nice,
a large,
nice and simple
for an XL.
Yeah.
So comes with obviously the Bosch SX system. So 55 newton meters of torque, 400 watt battery in there, and you can run the power more as well.
Yes.
So you can add the power more on as well to make it a bigger battery as well.
Yeah, and that also gives you, I'm right in thinking that, it kind of gives you more boost as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you put it on as well, before you turn the bike on at the start,
it does all its calculations and go, right, okay, I can actually proper kick hard.
Yeah, and it goes on, I've got a bigger battery in it.
Yeah, because something to do with the ampage, isn't it?
Yeah,
or something.
I don't quite know the electronic side of it.
No, but basically it won't do it without the piggyback, so it's worth having the piggyback on there just for more grunt.
Yeah, and doing it at the start and having it plugged in rather than leaving it not plugged in and then plug it in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's been really popular. Obviously, mullet wheels are popular. 3 different models. This is the XR, the top spec.
Yep.
And then we do 2 models below, an R and a RR.
And just Öhlins in the XR?
Öhlins in this one, with the coil on the rear.
Yeah.
And then Öhlins on the model below, and then Fox Performance.
So is it an air shock on the model
Air shock, this is the only coil one.
Right.
So
and then,
the coil's been really popular as well. So
yeah.
Öhlins
There's a lot of people going to coil anyway, so why not get one of the best coils?
Exactly. So people are really popular. Öhlins been really good. So great.
Yeah. I mean, I rode it. What was it? I rode it wheelbase that had the. Was it the Foxy?
Yeah, I think so.
That had the Öhlins set up on that. Yeah, I was really impressed by that. Yeah, really well damped setup.
Yeah, been really good. So it's nice and popular.
Grand, and a usual forward geometry.
Forward geometry, but
zero suspension.
Zero suspension, but the newer one as well. So our evolution of it, zero suspension. So you see, instead of the shock mounting onto the linkage, it mounts onto the rear end. So
okay.
Which is the same on the Neat and also the F Podium. So this is an evolution of our zero suspension system. And obviously forward geometry, so longer reach measurements than some, but really most people are catching up with us now. I mean, we were kind of doing long reach.
I remember riding the very first like Foxy XR and stuff like that.
But now we're actually like,
because it was an option when it started, wasn't it? It was like, oh, we'll try it a bit for a few bikes, and then it's just like, oh, now the rest of the industry's caught up.
If you look at everyone else's figures nowadays, they're pretty much caught up with us anyway. So maybe 5 mil every now and so. People think we're really, really long, but we're not compared to everyone else. So,
but at that point, it becomes a lot more about sort of frame feel and the surfboard shaping aspects. And
of
the ride feel.
We run shorter reach on the forks, offset. Sorry, on the forks. So, but really good. If
so are we going
to see it?
Yeah, absolutely. And where do people find the info? Just
Mondraker.com. All on there.
But as full UK support.
Full UK, because we have Mondraker UK side where I am and reps and everything. So and we ship parts to the UK direct and everything. So if you need anything, all the backups there. So backup for Bosch and things is great in the UK.
So should we expect to see proportionally more e-bikes as a thing from Mondraker, or are we going to see a bit more pedal stuff?
A bit of both, really. Like, we still love pedal stuff and we like e-bikes, so we're just doing everything. We like bikes and we like riding, so kind of a bit of everything. But
I was trying to get, I was angling for some kind of
a little bit,
just a little bit, because I mean, it'd be great if you had like a lightweight pedal-driven bike, just for the owner who might want a Neat for the big days, but actually fancies.
I mean, we'll have to see what happens, but the problem we have is we want to make lots of bikes. I mean, I keep asking for lots of bikes, and they're like, we can't make this, and everything. So we'll see what happens. So, and obviously motors are changing all the time. And
watch this Spanish space.
Watch it. Mondraker.com.
Will do. Okay, cheers, Pete. So I'm here with Ed.
Hello.
At Ard Rock Bikes, and this is it, isn't it, Ed? This is the Ed It.
It's the Ed It, exactly. Latest version. This is the V5, although we're not really calling it that. This is sort of Ed It MX. It's our first mixed wheel bike. Do still have a 27.5 version for the
sharpers.
The people's wheel size. Still keeping it real. But this is the one that most people are interested in nowadays. So in this design, we've got a 161 on the back, 160 on the front. You can run it with a slightly longer stroke to get 167.
Okay.
Of course, you can run it with a 107.4. if you want to go big bike. And it's just the usual airdrop design ethos really, so all alloy, super simple horse link layout, got all CNC parts.
That's some really nice detail. I mean, that yoke's gorgeous though, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit of machine time going into that.
Yeah, but clearly really nice machine time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean...
they haven't just done that on an Etch-a-Sketch, have they?
No, that's right. But, you know, it's one of those things with, you see other brands, maybe that's an area where you can take out a little bit of cost, and then you see the aftermarket rockers coming into play.
Yeah, but
why not just get it right first
yeah,
time?
exactly, and they give someone a bike they're actually proud of.
Well, that's the idea. I mean, ultimately,
because you guys are very keen on cost, though, aren't you? You always price really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, what we, if you're pardon my French, we're not trying to take the piss, basically. Yeah. From a commercial point of view, there's only 4 of us.
Yeah.
No one's getting a new super yacht for Christmas.
Yeah.
So
it's a silly time to get a super yacht. You're better off getting one in summer.
Well, so yeah, I mean this bike, just to give you an example, it's obviously got full Öhlins, it's got reserve rims, it's got the Exo Access drivetrain.
Yeah.
Berg Tech. That's 5499.
Yeah, that's daft, isn't it? And there's plenty of bikes just with tin wheels, and a wired group set for that without even the suspension. So yeah,
I mean,
brilliant
it's
job.
a lot of money. I don't acknowledge.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. No. Do you know what? I really like the fact that you've gone $5.5 grand is still a ton of money for a push bike, because there's so many people who are just like blasé about that. It's like, oh, this is our affordable one. You know,
I like to keep a sense of perspective about these things, and you know, running a small business does put my feet on the ground in that way.
Yeah.
So
angles.
So 64.
Yeah.
Static. That's 78. But obviously, the way we express it on the website is we express it at certain heights. So, because that's a sort of effective angle. Reach-wise, not extreme geometry. Yeah. You know, an S3, which equivalent to a large essentially, is 475.
Okay. Yeah.
And the longest one is 5.
Well, most people are kind of winding back to that kind of thing anyway, to be fair.
Well, this is how trends work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's face it.
Yeah. You push it too far and then you kind of quietly shuffle back from it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you know, acknowledging that, we try and avoid jumping on the hype train.
Yeah.
And honestly, I try to avoid looking too closely at what everybody else is doing. Because you get led by the market.
Yeah.
You know, whatever that means.
Yeah, and the bloody media.
And you know, chasing the bloody media.
Bloody media.
If you go chasing after sales like that, you might not be going in a direction that's right for you. So, we tend to stick to what we like. You know, ultimately we're building bikes that we want to ride.
Yeah, and it's just big on practicality. So you've got like external cable routing, things like that. All the bolts are like nice and easily accessible.
That's the general idea. Yeah, I mean, a lot of our customers, they're riding their bikes a lot. Yeah. 5 times a week.
I met a guy out riding today. So I was like, oh, I must go and see the guys from Ard Rock, because he was so stoked. He'd had a bike before that he pulled apart and just moved the parts off that onto a new Ard Rock. And he was like, oh, mate, I love it. It's brilliant. It's absolutely awesome.
Well, that's what we want to hear.
Yeah. So I got a big hug for him coming up. Bottom from stage 4 to stage 5. It's like, right, I definitely need to go see the Ard Rock guys.
There's actually people out riding on every version of this bike from V1 to V5.
That's awesome. So what kind of time spans that then? When did the V1 come out?
2016 to now.
That's awesome.
So to think those original bikes, we only sold 100 of those out of my garage.
Yeah.
People still racing them this weekend.
So good.
Excellent.
I'm
actually, honestly, I'm quite proud of that.
Yeah. That's mint. And how do people get hold of them?
Well, you can come to our workshop in Sheffield and do a demo from there. But you know, typically people will buy them through the website. We'll ship them pretty much anywhere in the world.
Excellent. And the website is?
It's www.airdropbikes.com.
There you go. Nice and simple. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot, Ed. Cheers.
See ya.
Ard Rock, keep your help again. Are you ready for another round of racing? On 3, 2, 1.
Turns out there was 4 shots of rum in that shot of rum.
So this is what happens when you give Guy Gestavan alcohol. Hashtag pray for Guy. Beautiful man. Before he falls to pieces.
And soap.
We're gonna
Soap. It was the soap, Greg.
It was the soap, apparently.
I think it was the soap.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe page. Hashtag pray for Guy.
I'm going to blame the race.
Now I'm with Mark Jaggard from Trek, the man who made Mongolian throat singing into an art form in the bike industry.
It's true.
It's true, mate. And this, Trek Slash Plus. And it looks like a Slash.
It rides like a Slash.
Because it is very, I mean, there's very little disturbance between the conventional power bike and this bike, which has...
So it's the TQ motor, super quiet, super smooth, real natural feel. 580 watt-hour battery.
Which is bigger than normal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot more range than something like the EXE.
Yeah.
And it tells you what the range is when you ride. It tells me I've got 3 or 4 hours riding using all the boost. So, you know.
Wow, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And yeah, 170mm travel front and back. We're here at Ard Rock. It's perfect for the trails here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a very happy man.
And you've still got same high pivot architecture.
Yeah, so
as the Slash.
Exactly the same.
Because that's new. Well, it's not new for Trek, is it? Because
No.
the diesel, I believe, was it the diesel? Or was it the first
Good
session?
memory. That's a long
It was
time
the
ago.
diesel and the first session.
Yeah.
One of those two
Yeah.
had a high pivot idler.
Yeah.
But that's like turn of the century.
Yes.
We're talking there.
Yes. Back when we were middle-aged.
Rather, what we call now legacy. Legacy. Yeah, I'm legacy media, I think, which
Yeah.
means like help the aged are interested in me.
Yeah. But the concept is valid, right? The higher the pivot, the better it eats up the chunky bumps.
Yeah.
And the idler takes away any kind of pedal-induced feedback. So,
Yeah, and it's a big idler anyway. I mean, the Slash is relatively efficient anyway because it's a big idler.
Yeah.
And you still got ABP on there? The
Yeah,
rear pivot?
all the standard Trek technology that makes it ride like a Trek.
Yeah, well, I was on the top fuel yesterday, so I've done a full live ride review on that
Yeah.
yesterday, and that went super well.
Yeah.
But this has got another 50mm of travel on that,
Yeah, this will...
plus 50 newton meters as well.
Yes, 50 Nm motor. It's a slightly different tune to the EXE. So the way the power comes in with the idler is actually slightly different to an EXE, so there's some other stuff going on.
So I do have to, are you going to tell me what that is, or do I have to go and ride it and guess?
So I'm really keen for people to ride this bike because I think it's so easy to get lost in the numbers when you're talking e-bikes. Everyone's like, you know, what's the motor, what's the battery?
Exactly, yeah. It's actually, yeah, because I'm coming to terms with the fact I am going to have to test more e-bikes because the amount of e-bikes here, I'm going to do a separate edit on it.
Yeah.
You know, should I test e-bikes, and if I do, how do I approach it? And I think, basically, I need to approach it in how they ride and honestly kind of like let people know. Because an e-bike, you know, they do eat more components if you do look after them. There's a duty of care with an e-bike that maybe isn't there with a conventional bike.
You're going to be having more fun more often, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, a cost of paying attention
wear and tear.
to your bike.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the main thing about this bike is if you ride it, it's the first bike I've ridden of this category that feels like a bike.
Yeah.
Like, we made the rail is amazing, it'll power up the hills, it's got more power and it's got more range, and it's a different experience, whereas this bike is quiet and light and smooth, and it feels like a normal bike on the downhills. It's amazing.
Excellent. Right, well, hopefully I'm going to be able to take one out this
It'll blow
afternoon.
your mind.
Yeah. This is, after last night's phone party race, my mind is already pretty blown, but what there is left of it, I'm looking forward to riding it. Oh, thank you very much. And this is brand new, isn't it?
Yeah.
This came out last Thursday.
Thursday at 4 PM. It's like, yeah, a newborn.
Yeah, and then you'll probably hear on the stand then, will you?
Yeah. It's the first UK public reveal of a brand new bike, so we're really pleased to be able to do that.
Mate, and good reception?
Yeah, everyone loves it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mark.
Thank you.
Boom. Right, do me be real. Because you got to keep it be real.
Yep. Your cutaways, or is it your cut twos? I'm never sure.
I have no idea, mate. I just do it because I'm told to. Al Muldoon will tell me what to do. Now he's AI Muldoon. What? I on the TikToks and all the so I keep calling AI modding, so I think it's funny. So I'm easily amused. But yeah, no, he's fully enthused about YouTube and everything. It's great, to be honest. It's really good because he's like an enthusiastic animal Muldoon is an excellent thing. So I love the fact he's getting proper vibey about all the YouTubers. Like, oh, okay, do you want to do this and that and use this filter and that's fucking great. Oh, I really like that. Can you like our edit and we'll like yours? It's like, it's really funny. It's like, we're having a proper like virtual bromance. It's really funny. You got a mic anyway, Andy. No, in your hand, mate. You got a mic.
Oh, yes, I have. Yeah.
Hi, lolly mic, yeah.
Andy here from Hunt and Privateer, but this is my Production Privé Shan GT. I'm actually talking into it like a microphone.
Yeah, you should do, mate. It's good look.
Production Privé Shan GT. It is my Formula One bike. It is inspired by the JPS cars of the 1970s and 80s, the Lotus. So black and gold. This black is actually Bentley Beluga black. They're hand painted in Andorra and polished. I've rattle canned the forks, the same black to match.
Mate, you've done a good job.
Don't get too close. gold stickers to match. Pirelli tyres because they're Formula One, and Hunt XCY V3 wheels. And we've got this easy shift chain.
You see, I mean, I'm gonna admit this is going to be a disappointment to the world and my viewers, but I've not seen that before.
Have you not?
I don't even know that was a thing.
Do you have a go?
No, do the spinny thing again.
Well, let's change gear.
That's exciting.
Right, so I'll spin it on.
Live demo.
Ollie,
do you want me to hold your microphone?
if you don't mind. Ollie, could you help me change gear, please? It's a two-man operation.
Absolutely.
Full assistant, Ollie, man. Oh, you pedaling? Right, I want to pedal. Ready? Very cool, yeah?
Sensational, mate.
Magic.
Pre-selecting like a boss. Cheers, mate. That's really clever, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool. So the company's called HXR. The owner's called Romain, and they design everything in France and they manufacture it in Germany.
Sorry, the people won't be able to hear you. You haven't got your mic.
So yeah, he's an ex-Yeti rider, so he's a big name in France. But anyway, these are the first German-made ones, so it's a prototype. So I've got to send it back. But they'll be on sale soon.
Sick.
That's it. That's it.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you to Hannah and Mike for lending me these pedals, which I said I wouldn't ride on, and I have been, so I will pay for them.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So, Ollie from Hunt. Proto wheel.
Yes. Proto Enduro wheel.
Okay.
This is something we're really excited to be working on. It's using technology which is, we believe, we're first to market with.
So what's that then? Sykes! Sykes, you child. Whatever you did, that was unprofessional. Really.
So essentially it uses two cores which run around the flange sidewall internal joint, so in here.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And they're pre-made pieces which have super high carbon to resin ratios.
So it's basically on dual density to really simplify it.
Yes, yeah. So and it basically takes away the issue with when it's made with regards to the compaction of the carbon.
Right. Yeah.
We've found this is across the board with all wheels, whether it be our own or competitors, that you don't get the compaction needed when you're making that carbon profile. And as a result, porosity, which is a stress razor, which automatically makes a wheel.
Yeah, because there's not enough resin. There's not the correct amount of resin in there. There's holes.
Not the amount. Precisely. This essentially takes out that inconsistency away, essentially by making it preformed with that high amount of carbon and resin, and no porosity. And as a result, the wheels are made consistently. They fail in a consistent way and a consistent energy level when we're doing testing in labs. And this wheel here is
done some EDR action by the look of things.
So this is actually going to go on to do some more testing in the States in a bit. I'm sending off on Monday to the States. This is Tom Wilson, who I think he did some top 50s this year in the EDR.
Sweet.
EDR. So real good. We're also working on a trail wheel, which is actually more ready to market than this wheel at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's going to be coming with a ratchet. No, it's not going to be a ratchet, but the tool. It's coming with the same hub that's used on the Race XC wheel, so super high engagement. But it uses a similar rim to this, so super high strength, but nice compliance, real nice compliance. But then
same rims, front and rear.
Ish. There's a 30 mil front, 30 mil internal.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Slightly wider flange on the rear, essentially. And yeah, so it's a 1750 gram wheel, which is super strong, compliant, all the good stuff. I think it's the wheel most people should be getting personally. I'd probably get it if I was trying to go into my pockets. Yeah, that's coming out soon, in a month or two. So. Oh, brilliant! Okay, so people need to start watching Hunt. 100%. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. And I'll hassle Andy for a set as well. Yeah, definitely hassle hard. I will. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.
And obviously, that's where I should have been able to cut in the very professionally shot ending from actual Ard Rock itself. But what actually happened was I did a load of other video on other themes, including a Trek / Plus mini first ride, and a question. Just because there were so many e-bikes there, I kind of want to ask people whether or not I should test e-bikes. I do test them occasionally, but if I'm going to talk about e-bikes and test them, then I want to do it in a more typical, truthful, sort of warts and all, practical point of view, ride point of view way, rather than just kind of buying into the, e-bikes are brilliant, totally, there's no issues with them at all, which just isn't the truth. So all those edits are coming up, but that meant what I'm cutting to the chase here too, is that I ran out of GoPro battery. So you're getting me sat in my kitchen editing it on a Monday morning. But hope you've enjoyed it anyway. Some nice little insights on some of the new bikes I saw there at Ard Rock, and even a little prototype teaser from Hunt. So hopefully I'll probably go for the trail wheels on those ones as soon as they're available. And obviously I'll start posting tests on that when I can. And if there's anything else you saw there which you'd like me to try and get in on test, then obviously flag that up in the comments below. But for now, massive thanks to my industry supporters for sponsoring the channel. Thanks to my Patreon subscribers as well, who kind of pay virtually for a cup of tea and a biscuit every month or more if they're generous and they've joined the investors scheme. And they make a huge difference to how much time I can spend, not just tapping out keys for websites, but also talking to you guys on a GoPro. So if you really like what I'm doing on the channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon, and you'll get early, exclusive and ad-free edits as a thank you. But if you could subscribe, if you could click for notifications, gives us a thumbs up that all really helps the YouTube algorithm, and tell your mates about the channel as well. But for now, I've been Guy Kesterman from Guy Kes TV, recovering from a hell of a weekend at the awesome Ard Rock Enduro Mountain Bike Festival.